getting eliminated here, and south we go. Yoink!
All right. I mean, to be fair, this is actually kind of chill, given the layout of all of them. Nobody wants to sit in them. It is actually benefits the majority of the lobby.
Yes, it does. Yeah, I mean, they were already all set up in this position. The zone going here, super beneficial. This is a huge spot here, and it's a battle of contention. Aurora starting to push Nongshim Red Force. It's a rematch, and Nongshim Red Force win once again.
No doubt in my mind that's how it should have gone in that last match. They make it happen, repeating history. And does that mean that Aurora are living up to the definition of insanity? I don't know, but they're going to have to change something if they want to win the fights against Nongshim and join them back up on the podium, because they are putting some pace down now, the South Korean side, opening distance and take control of an area on the south edge of this circle. Putting pressure onto S2G, stopping Godlike potentially moving in, as well as Flash off in the distance.
I've had the pleasure of being able to spend some good quality time with the players from Aurora, especially after their performance at PMGC. And I'll tell you one thing, if I know these guys, they are fuming right now.
Well, you know, it's not infrequent that Doc wins the MVP award, despite not winning this tournament.
Yeah.
And he's not necessarily on track to do that here, but yeah, it's evident that they definitely are gunning for this top spot, but right now they're being denied.
Yeah, let's take a look, though, as we move on over to some of these other fights. Now 14 teams are remaining. We got Aurora, Vitality out. A couple players from some other squads out as well. Wolf did lose a player early on. But E-Arena, 2 eliminations. They are the big squad in this lobby. Got a nice position in this zone as well. It's going to be really interesting to see how this game is going to fare. Also, can't wait to hear what the Deaths has to say, especially about like that Enigma Galaxy split. I hope we hear from them because it's such an interesting play.
Well, I mean, that circle shift out to the west side that went so quickly kind of devastated them. If it hadn't been as hard, it basically, I think, almost any other circle, it wouldn't have been anywhere near as devastating for them. It was just so nasty because everybody started flooding west almost immediately. Oh, speaking of difficult circle shifts, that is pretty nasty. But yeah, the regroup was then completely blocked off.
It did it again.
The gap started to close, and the backstop for Enigma Galaxy wasn't pacey enough to catch up this time. Yeah, disappointing, unfortunate. Maybe they need a hot drop to be able to perform well in these games. Maybe Ida should go back to Pachinki, and that's what they've read into. But you know, Ida, pretty happy with themselves that they did right now, because they have that Gatko position. They are one of the only teams in the northeast side in these open fields.
And they get blessed here in this circle, and that just goes to show sometimes a hot drop is good to avoid. Satan all by himself. Oh, he's so in trouble. It's on fire. That Murado, he's going to have to pop out, lay down, and Nongshim Red Force right there. This is like literally the worst location it can be stuck into. Not good. Well, yeah, just a bad game for Enigma Galaxy overall. Still a couple more though in the books.
It's not terrible for him in this position, right? You have this little defilade, you're kind of covered off from the buildings out in the open. The nades, though, from Nongshim Red Force does make it all the more terrible.
That looks pretty terrible.
The speed with which they rolled up does make it harder, but he's still got a little bit of fire in the belly,
less terrible now. Yeah, Satan on the move. Did get a nice knock there, and now it's bad.
Okay, yeah, well, he's not there anymore. My point was, there is a little bit of cover, and teams on that ridgeline can't necessarily peek over the top. The reason that they were able to do so is because there isn't so many teams out in the open fields, right? And if it happened a little bit later, maybe that would have changed. So I think I read a little bit too much into that to call it enough cover. But either way, he does go down.
6 shot, though.
One of the very few players to be able to knock Hyunbin on that trade, though.
Yep, that was really nice.
Just saying.
Just saying, indeed. Not an easy feat.
Hora.
Wow, what happened to Hora?
They tried to roll in from the west side, and it didn't work.
I
think that's a pretty apt summation of what's about to happen.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, you do. Orangutan have a real opportunity, though, to find an isolated outpost as the south side gets hot as well.
Yeah, it's getting hot indeed. You can see Oh So Easy on fire. But down to 1 HP, he's gonna get knocked. Alula looking to take out Nongshim Red Force.
S2G.
And yeah, here comes S2G. This Wizard Tower is by far one of the most dominant positions in this zone, and that's why so many teams, they want it and they want it bad. S2G on the push. They know that that Wizard Tower is weak for this hillside. Starting to throw some utility out, trying to see if they can get a good opening knock here.
Seems like they're slowing it down though. Over on the northwest side, you've got E-Arena at loggerheads, scrapping it out across the way as well with Furia. 2 players, 3 players now down. Tourniquet's on the inside, terminating with the P90. Pops the reload there, gets the ammo back into control, and the res can come through as well for the backlines. Furia are going to get dismantled, and they get taken down.
Oh, it's rough, especially considering they lost out to E-Arena. They feed E-Arena 4 more points. The White Rabbit really on the run here, hopping to victory. Next zone, where's it going? If it centers up, it's going to be disgusting as that field is wide open. Okay, it goes to the north side.
Is it like a rule that the circle has to touch the edge of the previous one in this game?
Just hug it.
It's just like, yeah, I just pick a point around the circle.
Yep.
I attach myself to that. See what we're going to go for. Another hard shift is crazy, but it's a crazy fight unfolding for Godlike as they find one, try and trade it around the corner with Team Flash, and Tops goes down. Put into the meat grinder there.
Let's go at Mino, getting a nice knock and finish. 4 points on the side of Godlike. Haven't had the hottest of starts here. Still putting up some points on the board though. OG, other Indian team, putting in some nice knocks. And Godlike OG are right next to each other on the leaderboards. Again, still a lot of matches left to be played. This could be that start for them to take charge. A few good games is all it takes.
There's fewer and fewer matches though getting played. Alula try and roll up, try and take this fight with S2G, but it's not going super well for them as they haven't even been able to find that knock onto Hamzy. Down the hill, he was able to survive on a sliver of HP, gets the healing done nice and fast, and S2G can transition now without Alula breathing down their necks. They've only got 1 player, and Yasser is already sending out into the open. 4 Thrives getting roadblocked on the northern rotate as Ulf and the Arena sit in front of them. Alula losing their final backstop, and Godlike now trying to roll up into the engagement as Ida takes shots from a distance.
Yeah, and that's it for Alula. Now you got S2G that we're holding this Wizard Tower here, but is now outside of the circle. They're gonna have to get moving. Meanwhile, you got Tianba trying to get rezzed up here. Out in the open. They got a couple busted up vehicles here for cover, utilizing those smokes as well, but the pressure is imminent. Now comes Scarface. Scarface with a nice nade onto Joker. That's gonna finally pepper E-Arena's position. But now E-Arena are in this next zone. Godlike trying to possibly gatekeep this. I almost ran right into that nade. That was dangerous.
Solo remaining for Nongshim.
Did they spot him?
A spiteful look in his eye, a glint, a gleam of malice, but it's spotted by Solke. He sees that one gleaming in the grass and puts it down. Snake out of action.
That's huge. Now they don't got to worry about that anymore. But now they got to worry about Godlike as they got one of those players up close and personal. Gonna switch on fights all over to this fight though as E-Arena, top team in the lobby, still alive. Now we're back.
Hey, they're more than alive. They're kind of thriving on this northwest side in that fight. Goodness me. Godlike losing their backstop there as Mino goes down. And now playing on as 2 chunks being torn out of everyone as Tourniquet continues to turn up the heat with that P90. Finds a load of elims from Ulf.
Tourniquet now taken out. That is huge. That's going to be from Aching. Tianba now getting in the mix. They know it's E-Arena, so if you're Tianba, this needs to be your hard focus here. You want to be able to slow them down.
I mean, you want to, sure. You absolutely do, but the question is, can you? With Tourniquet out, you're right, without that P... Oh, wait, hang on a minute. I think Joker was able to recover the P90 just there.
Do you have ammo for it, though?
I believe he was able to pick everything up there from the body.
Oh,
but it's a hard shift again.
What is going on?
It has to touch the previous circle.
It's a roll.
I'm telling you. It's something about this game. 4 Thrives, they're going to have to leave, but they may have to leave one of their players behind as Falak has taken a knee. Scarface down low. Last player alive for Ulf. A nade over the top from
down
IQ.
Low.
Good bounce.
Too slow.
Rolls under. Right behind the wheel arch and it's right in his face.
Bye.
Scarface, you can't chew that.
Oh, man, he ate that one. And 4 thrives on the move. IQ going on over to Falak. Gets the res right on time. Save.
Able to keep things alive. I have no idea what that was. Able to keep him alive, but Zypher not so lucky. As Falak will get back to his feet. But they have a long road to tread now. S2G covering off the south rotate. And I feel like E-Arena sweeping around may not be the worst idea. Maybe try and push through 4 thrives. Continue on. Challenge S2G's backstop, maybe. Oh, it's a difficult approach. No matter which way you cut it. But for E-Arena, they're already on 6 elims, Jukes. They're already into the top 6. They're having a good game, and everybody from 2nd down to 6th has already gone down.
Oh, Schweppes spins out and gets punished. Falak barely moving out the way. Gets a couple, but now there's Mormon up. IQ, got to make a play here. You need to stop E-Arena. They have been too dominant so far. They are putting in work. They take down Falak. Now Mormon gonna have to run away. This nade looks good from IQ though. Oh, it gets to secure 4 thrives. Finally shut down E-Arena.
Okay, so they are drawn a little bit shorter than they could have gone. Really nice hold there from Falak, I think, on that roll-up from E-Arena. He was able to do so much damage. Unfortunately, not able to survive, but IQ was, and he was able to put a 10th elimination on the cards there for 4 thrives. They have been blasting on this western side in the thick of it. The fight, seemingly, where the flower of their success has bloomed. IQ now rolls over the top, steps up with Aching, and he springs out wide. Nearly sends to the sky, but will take the tumble, finally going down, and breaches them up to 60 points.
Oh, and now you can say, I'll take that buggy, thank you very much. As he's gonna go ahead and head into this next zone. Getting shot up. Oh, that hurt!
I don't think he is.
And S2G said, no, sir, not today.
Not getting in here. Access denied. Hey, you know what's brilliant?
What's that?
Ida didn't hot drop, and now they're in the final circle.
Oh!
Isn't that great?
It's almost like it was a good idea.
Who'd have thought? Who could have thought that not dying immediately would be a good idea? Orangutan trying to break out from their combat on the north side, but again, so open. 2 teams with broadside on you. I don't think you last that much longer here. A cop on that north edge. I feel like we're just waiting for him to go down here.
Oh, yeah.
And he falls.
Goodbye, and S2G finally starting to make some noise here in Erangel, but it's S2G versus Ida.
2 teams from Turkey. Out in the open, though, S2G definitely have control of this circle.
Oh, yeah.
At the moment, Ida are completely penned in within their compound, and with this circle, they have to leave. There is no 2 ways about it. Man. They have to get out of there. The question is how you do it. The start needs to be a big pick.
The zone didn't touch the edge?
Oh my goodness. Crazy.
What a change up here. Kamikaze able to find a P90 and full level 3 gear. Oh man, that is just so good on the side of S2G. Gotta be careful though, he's gonna be hiding behind this tree. Cannot afford to get knocked, but they have full control of the circle. Ida have to move out. If you're Ida right now, you really need to kind of start peeking and trying to find a pick. If you can get a good knock here.
I think. No, they're just mounting up. I mean, look at the timers on those smokes.
Oh,
yeah, they're just going to go for the vehicle rollout and try and crash it. They're going to try and read the zone. The laying out back, the laying out wide. For S2G, they've left a trap for Lost to be able to find the pickup, but Rita may be able to find something. The fact that there's only 1 knock sent to Ida is not great for S2G, but finally get a second. There is finally an answer, and Emre charges in, but the ammo count is very, very low there, and they've already lost 2.
Trying to get this confirmation. He should be able to get at least 1. Yeah, he'll take that point. All right, well, that's a consolation prize. But S2G looking to make this happen unless Darkin gets a good shot. He's only got 21 rounds left.
In the Mini 14.
And Kamikaze's full level 3'd out. That's going to be a hard knock.
I mean, there's plenty of ammo left in the back pocket there.
Oh,
Kamikaze.
ouch.
Oh, what a lineup. Steps out a little bit too wide there. And Emre able to shut it down, but he's getting crunched in by the zone. Forced in, but S2G seemed like they had complete broadside here, but now we're in a 2 versus 2. Emre steps back into the blue. Baits Sulke out for the peak, but doesn't quite confirm. He's still down on his belly, though. Stands up, goes for the fight. Does take a lick back, but Sulke puts him down. A 1 versus 2. as Darkin spreads out wide, tries to sweep over towards the off angle.
Hit the gas. Darkin coming up close and personal, and Hatsuji with the DBS. And nah, not today. This is our game to win. That's a big S2G chicken dinner.
S2G going God mode at the end there. Chokehold on the zone, able to take it all down. Nobody standing in their way. Really nicely felt there on that south edge. For Ida, a little bit too passive in their zone, in their compound, but they survived deep into the match, Jukes, and that is a good result. I feel like they were able to do, well, I know that they were able to do a lot more than they've done in any other